Walking the path. This is John Jacob Mubarak, and I'm thrilled to be here with you. I'm so grateful to have this opportunity to um, to share with you today, and I am really excited that you're here, and I'm excited to be here. Happy day, happy life, happy journey. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Walking the Path. I'm so grateful to have this opportunity to speak with you today and to share with you just a little bit about what's going on at Rythmia. Rythmia, oh my goodness. We have so much going on right now. Reverend Michael Bernard Beckwith is here on property, and it is amazing, amazing to have him here. And what's happening here? What's happening is the same thing that happens every week: healing, transformation. Something magical happens here. I was just talking to a therapist who has a specialty in trauma, ADHD and healing trauma. Hey, Sherry. Hi, Dorota. Great to see you all. Hello, hello. So happy to be here with you. And so what happens I think you actually have to make it go live. What happens to all of us, and what this therapist was sharing with me, was that he is amazed at what we're doing here because he can't do this in talk therapy. That's what he was telling me. He can't do this in talk therapy. And so he's actually fascinated by what happens here in a week that he hasn't been able to do with his clients in years. That's what's going on here. And what's happening is a very simple thing. It's a return to wholeness, because all of us in some way disassociate from ourselves in early childhood. And it's something that happens out of protection. And it's not that anything necessarily traumatic has to happen to us. It's not that you have to be abandoned or molested or abused in some way. It could be something simple, like I didn't get to play Monopoly with my brothers and sisters, right? Or I spilled tomato soup and my mom got mad. It could be anything, because as kids, we're very self-centered. As kids, the world revolves around us. So if for some reason I don't get my needs met as a kid, I think it's my fault, that there must be something wrong with me. I must be defective. I must not be lovable. I must not be enough, right? And then we encode that into our belief system, and we suppress that idea, because I don't want to feel like I'm not enough, and I don't want to feel unsafe, so I suppress that. And it's like locking that little kid in a dungeon. Like, I don't ever want to feel you again. But the dungeon is down here, and then we're adults, and our adult life is orbiting around the dungeon. It has a gravitational pull, those limiting beliefs. So what the medicine does is it helps you access that part that you've locked away. It helps you release that inner child that's been locked away for so long. And once you release that child, it just comes back to you. This is the reunion. This is the unification with the soul. This is coming back to our truth, which is that we're whole, perfect, and complete, no matter what. That's today's talk. I'm getting ahead of myself. So what's happening at Rythmia is you see that instant that had you lock that part of yourself away, and you liberate that part. It comes back to you. It comes back. You're not cutting it out. You're bringing it together. And from that state of wholeness, we heal. Let's look at, we have Candace. Hello, Paul. Greetings from Ireland. My brother, Paul O'Reilly, and Christopher Chamberlain, Sherry, Rebecca. Great to see you all. Dorota, thank you so much for joining us. And all the folks on Instagram, welcome. All right, our topic today, no matter what. No matter what. It can be said a couple of ways. First, let's go with no matter what. No matter what. You and I are perfect, whole, and complete, no matter what. No matter what the appearances are, no matter what the circumstances are, no matter what I'm thinking, no matter what I'm feeling, no matter what anybody is telling me, I am perfect, whole, and complete, no matter what. You are perfect, whole, and complete, no matter what. No matter how bad it is, no matter how bad of a day I'm having, no matter if Mercury is in retrograde or Mercury is in Gatorade. I don't know where the hell Mercury is, but whatever it is, it doesn't matter, because you and I are perfect, whole, and complete, no matter what. What does that mean? Hey, Brad, how you doing? Tracy, great to see you. New Jersey, we got New Jersey in the house, Minneapolis in the house. What's up? So how is that true? How is it true that I'm perfect, whole, and complete, even if I'm feeling really crummy about myself, even if I'm having a bad day? Maybe I've trespassed in some way, made a mistake, done something embarrassing, told a lie. I was out of integrity. I didn't meet a deadline, whatever it was. I didn't do my morning practice, right? No matter what, you're perfect, whole, and complete. The truth is that there's an old Buddhist saying that says we're all struggling to become more of what we already are, right? We're all struggling to become more of what we already are. What the hell does that mean? How do I become more of what I already am? That kind of pisses me off. I'm pissed at the Buddhists, right? Like, I'm me. How do I become more of me? You become more of you. I become more of me by becoming less of what I'm not. What am I not? I'm not my thoughts. I'm not my body. I'm not my emotions. I'm not my feelings. I'm not what other people say about me. I'm not what I think I should be doing. I'm not what I think I should be feeling. I'm not any of those things. What am I? What are you? We are luminous beings of light. We are incredible, multi-dimensional beings. This iteration of who we are, this condensation of the physical, is just one part of the enormity of who we are. There's a whole spectrum. There's many octaves of our beingness. We're only seeing this and we think this is real. When medicine starts to show you there's more to you than just this. In meditation, we can see there's more to me than just this. In breathwork, I can see there's more to me than just this. How do I know that there's more to me than just what I'm seeing? Okay, try this on for size. Deborah Charles, hello, lovely. How are you? How do I know that I'm more than my thoughts? How do I know that I'm more than my body? All right, try this on for size. Did you look at yourself in the mirror when you were 10? Did you look at yourself in the mirror when you were 20? How about 25? How about 30? How about 40? How about 50? Right? You've looked at yourself in the mirror all the years of your life, and you're definitely different than you were at 10 or 20 or 30 or 40 or 50, right? Depending on your age. But there's something true about you. It's the same you inside looking out through those eyes at this thing that's changing, but you're you in there. What is this thing called you, or this thing called me? What is that? That thing? That's the true part. That's the real part. That's the part that doesn't change, because we're looking out at ourselves in the mirror and seeing all these changes on our physical body, but we're not our physical body. We know that we have these emotional states, highs and lows, and we go up and down, and sometimes we feel good and sometimes we feel bad. Is any of that true? No matter how good we feel or how bad we feel, the truth is that we are an essence of intelligence, an essence of beauty, an essence of love, an essence of joy. There's this part of us that's inside that is pure, unexpressed spirit. That's the part that's real. That's the part that's looking out at the mirror. Pure, unexpressed consciousness. Consciousness, right? The faculty of thinking about what we're thinking about. The faculty of awareness. That's the truth of who you are. Awareness. And how is it that I'm more than just this and I have other octaves of my dimension? Well, I'll use an example of science. We know that there's a visible spectrum of light. I know that there's the color red, right? I know that there's the color red and I can see the red, but then there's infrared and ultra red. There's ultraviolet, right? There's all these different non-visible aspects of light. So there's visible spectrum and invisible spectrum of light, but it's all light. It's all color, right? It's all red, but there's the visible part and the invisible part. That's like us. There's this visible part, and then there's an extension of our spectrum that's much greater than the physical representation of who we are. And those are the octaves of our awareness, of our consciousness, right? You can place your awareness, you can place your consciousness anywhere you want to go. Think about just close your eyes for a minute and go, all right, I want to go to the farthest place that I can think of. Whatever corner of the universe, boom, you're there. What went there? Some part of you went there. There's a part of you that's able to place your awareness in another part of the galaxy and be here. This is the extension of who we are. So when we say that you are perfect, whole, and complete, that I am perfect, whole, and complete, no matter what, we're referring to that part of us that's pure, unexpressed spirit at the center of our being, our awareness, our consciousness that resides. Actually, it doesn't reside in us. Our consciousness, we reside in our consciousness. The soul isn't in the body. The body is in the soul. The consciousness isn't in the mind. The mind and the body are in consciousness, in intelligence. And so when we say we are perfect, whole, and complete, no matter what, we're one with God, no matter what we're saying is that no matter what the physical appearance, 10 years, 30 years, 40 years, no matter what the emotional state, up, down, low, no matter what the appearance, a visible spectrum, invisible spectrum, I'm more than this. I'm perfect, whole, and complete. There's a part of me that's pure, unexpressed spirit. And that is the part that heals. That is the part that comes into alignment. That is the part that as we recognize it, we realize more and more our oneness with the source of all of life. No matter what, you're one with life. No matter what, you're one with intelligence. No matter what, you're one with beauty. No matter what, you're one with joy. No matter what, you're one with creativity. No matter what, you're one with excellence. No matter what, you're one with peace. You're one with harmony. You're one with joy. You're one with bliss. No matter what, you're one with abundance. No matter what the appearances are, we're one with life. No matter what the appearances are, we're one. Why is that important? Because appearances can change. Appearances come and go. One of my favorite lines from Ernest Holmes is a prayer that he said, when the material world is rolled up like a scroll and placed upon a shelf and numbered among the things that were once thought to be, I am. When the material world is rolled up like a scroll and placed upon a shelf and numbered among the things that were once thought to be, I am. This is a powerful statement of the truth that we're one with God no matter what. We're one with peace no matter what. Because when all of the material things that are coming and going, the ephemeral changing of the material world, the ephemeral changing of our emotional states, no matter what, when all of that is done changing, when it's all rolled up and put away on a shelf and numbered among the things that were thought to be, what still is? I am. The I am awareness, the I am consciousness, the awareness of self. Awareness and consciousness, the eternal aspect of who we are. And we're living and moving and having our beingness in this intelligence. It's all around us. It's in us and it's all around us. There's an intelligence in me and in you right now that's creating in the mitochondria of our cells. It's creating energy. It's reproducing cells on a cellular level. There's this perfect blueprint at the center of every atom of our bodies. And that perfect blueprint at the center of every atom of our bodies, right, is intelligence. And that intelligence is informing all the deft functions of our cellular body. So there's an intelligence that's digesting our food. For some of it's growing hair. For some of it's not growing hair, but it's growing the cells in our skin. It's beating our heart. It's breathing our lungs, right? There's an intelligence. It's all happening automatically without our interference. Guess what else is happening automatically without our interference? The earth is spinning. You didn't have to do anything. You have nothing to do with that. Earth is spinning, sun is burning, waves are waving, birds are flying, right? Without any human compulsion, all this is going on. The plants are growing, the weather systems are happening. That's all happening without us. So there's an intelligence in me and in you right now on a cellular level, intelligence, knowing just what to do and just how to do it. There's an intelligence all around you, in the air, in the plants, in the birds, and the bees, and the rocks, and the trees, and the sun, and the moon, and the stars, all of it. There's an intelligence all around us. So it's in us and it's all around us. And we're in it. Right? We're in it. It's in us and it's all around us. Intelligence, beauty, wisdom, harmony, balance, order, joy, bliss, abundance, prosperity, all around us. And we're in it and it's in us. Right? No matter what the appearances are. Might appear to be different, but appearances change. And if it changes, it's not real. The only thing that's real is that which doesn't change. If it changes, it's not real. It's not real with a capital R. I'm not saying that this couch isn't real. I'm sitting on it, right? But the couch is going to change. It's going to deteriorate. If I left it here 100 years, it wouldn't look like it does now. Something that changes isn't real. But there's one thing that never changes, the presence of God. There's one thing that never changes: infinite intelligence, infinite love, infinite beauty, infinite harmony, infinite peace. It's always peace. It's always love. It's always harmony. Never changes. Not to say that it's stagnant. It's not stagnant, but it doesn't have any need for evolution. It doesn't, love is just love all the time. Nothing else but love. It's love. It's not stagnant, but it doesn't need to add anything to it or take anything from it. So it doesn't need to evolve, but it is dynamic. It's dynamic, and it's infinite possibilities. So how do I think about it? I think about it like this. There's infinite possibilities on a chessboard, right? There's some definite rules and parameters on a chessboard, infinite variations. When you have improvisational jazz, right? Improvisational jazz, you've got to have some structure. You got to know the key signature, the time signature. You have to know the order of solos. You got to know what song you're playing, the header, right? But then you start improvising, infinite possibilities, infinite potentialities exist within the structure. So that's the way I think about it when I think it's love, God, beauty, intelligence. It's unchanging, it's eternal, it's enduring, it's real, but it's not stagnant. Just like there's the parameters of the chessboard, but within those parameters, infinite variation can occur. And the same with jazz. This is how it's dynamic, not stagnant, no need for evolution, right? But also unchanging. The principles are unchanging. There's variation within, but that's all contained within. We are inside of God. There's no outside of God. There's no outside of intelligence. There's no outside of the presence. So here we are talking about this stuff. I want to remind you again, you are perfect, whole, and complete no matter what. No matter what the appearance is, no matter what you think about yourself, no matter what you say about yourself, no matter what anybody else thinks about you or says about you, perfect, whole, and complete, no matter what. We need to remember this. Like when we're having a hard day, things just aren't going our way, So, we all have those days when we're out of flow. I don't feel like I'm in flow, right? Well, then the question isn't what's wrong with me. The question becomes, how do I get back into flow? Well, the first thing you want to do to get back into flow is to remember, I'm perfect, whole, and complete, no matter what. I'm one with life, no matter what. I can't be separate from the energy of life that's beating my heart and breathing my lungs and growing my cells and growing my body, digesting my food. I can't be separate from that very life force within me. I can't be, no matter what the appearances are. Appearances change. I might feel separate. I might feel like I'm out of flow. That's the blockage. It's the thinking about, the feeling about. So the question is, how do I get back into flow? Come back to center. How do I remember that I'm one with all of life? I'm one with all of life. I'm perfect, whole, and complete. No matter what, I can't be separate. No matter what, I can't be. Spirit's incapable of separation. Spirit's incapable of separation or division, and so are we. We're incapable of separation or division from our good, incapable of separation or division from our truth, incapable of separation or division from our love, from our joy, from our abundance, from our beauty, from our oneness. Can't be separate. Can't be separate. Thank you, Deborah. Thank you, Sherry. Dominic, beautiful. Donna, Thank you all so much for joining today. Let's see. How do we get back in flow? That's our question today. Spirit, show me how I can get back in flow. I know my steps are ordered. I know your steps are ordered. I know that we are guided for and provided for every step of the way. So grateful to have this time with you all. Thank you so much. Peace and richest blessings to each one. I'll see you next week for Walking the Path. Thanks for walking the path with me. All right. I'm going to turn this off here, and then we'll turn